France, two of the game's all-time greats compete again for the coveted Grand Slam title, the championship of the French Open. And here they are for the 1985 title, a rematch of last year's final. Champion Martina Navratilova and Evert Lloyd. The 28-year-old Navratilova is in quest of a rare triple this weekend, trying to win the singles, doubles, and the mix. It's been 21 years since Margaret Court won all three. Evert Lloyd trying to establish a new women's record. A win today would give the 30-year-old Floridian her sixth French singles title, a new mark. The game's two best of this era, each with a chance today to further establish herself as one of the greatest in her sport. Last year, Navratilova at match point completed a rare 4 straight Grand Slam championships with an impressive win against Evert Lloyd, who was crushed under the solid shot-making of Navratilova in the near court. No matter how precise Chris's shots, Martina's were as good or better. It would be only the 4th time in an 11-year span that Evert Lloyd would be beaten on the red clay of Roland Garros. And there was no doubt as to who was best. Navratilova 6-3, 6-1, and $1 million bonus for 4 slams in a row. 1985, Martina in the semifinals against the rangy 20-year-old German, Claudia Kohde-Kilsch. Since first wearing glasses back in March, Navratilova has not lost a match. In fact, she has not relinquished a single set. Navratilova in the far court, patient, solid, smashes her way into the finals in straight sets. Is she nervous facing her long-standing rival in today's final?
If it's nerves, it's good nerves. It's not, I wonder how it'll go, because we've played so many times and had so many different matches that it's just, oh well, just another one. Let's go for it and we'll see what happens.
In her semifinal, Chris, the number 2 seed, also swept through in straight sets against the 15-year-old Argentinian phenom Gabriela Sabatini. Chris in the near court took the young teenager to school, offering a lesson in controlling, dictating a point. She sent the athletic Sabatini on a yo-yo trip from sideline to sideline at Roland Garros. It was vintage Evert Lloyd finally putting the talented teenager away, 6-4, 6-1. Now it's Martina. Chris, true to form, has assimilated well the recent dominance of Navratilova.
Well, I just don't think I'm fearful anymore. I think, you know, when you have a string of losses, as I had against Martina, 11 times, 12 times, 13 times, it gets to be a psychological barrier. And I feel that I've broken that barrier. And but I remember sitting here last year saying, oh, I have a good chance, and I got killed. So I think the most important thing for me is just to play my game well, and then whatever happens, happens.
Thank you.
So, with one of the world's giant monuments as a backdrop, it's Navratilova and Evert Lloyd, 2 champions, rivals and friends, in a major duel on the terre battue of Roland Garros. The winner today claims not only the 1985 French Championship, but an opportunity to etch a stronger place in the all-time history of greatness in her sport. The sun above Stade Roland Garros has broken through. It's been playing hide-and-seek with the clouds all afternoon, and that's a welcome relief. It has warmed this air a bit. It is a chilly June afternoon for this women's championship, but what a hot rivalry. Martina Navratilova, Evert Lloyd. This will be the 65th time they've met in their careers, 14 of those in Grand Slam finals.
Well, Dick, there's never been a rivalry like this in tennis. You look back in women's tennis, the 2 Helens of the 1920s and 30s, Helen Wills, Helen Jacobs. But it wasn't nearly as long, or Billie Jean King and Margaret Court. Not as long, but this rivalry just goes on, 13 years. And who were the finalists 10 years ago on this court? Chrissy and Martina, and here they are back again. It's extraordinary. And the margin is narrower than my girlfriend's mind, 33-31 for Navratilova.
Evert Lloyd, while she plays today the most dominant woman in tennis the last 3 years, has a string going, and hope goes with it. 11 straight years she's won at least one of the Grand Slam championships.
That, again, is incredible. The big four titles, the majors, Australia, France, Wimbledon, and the United States. Starting here in 1974, Chrissy began that streak. It's high quality, durability, and of course today she wants to keep it going.
Well, a woman who has admired the talents as an opponent of Chris and Martina through the years is our colleague down near the red clay at Roland Garros' center court. Let's go to Joanne Russell.
Dick, down here on center court, it's very windy. Not as cold as it was this morning, and it's warming up very nicely. But the wind, I think, is going to favor Chris. Earlier this year, she played in the Virginia Slims of Florida. She and Martina had a good match. Chris was playing well. It was very windy, and defeated her 2-4. Also, I think Chris's concentration has really been good this tournament. Against Sabatini in the semifinals, it was a close first set, and then she crushed her 6-1 in the second set. I think Chris has a very good chance to win today.
Roland Garros would agree with you, at least emotionally. They gave Chris Evert Lloyd a sizable cheer. She was introduced by the chair umpire, Muriel Decugy, and there she is, properly attired.
Chapeau. She's a very good umpire, and she's the first woman ever permitted to umpire a final of any sort in the French Open. That happened a few years ago.
Chris Evert Lloyd has won the toss and will begin the match. On serve, Martina Navratilova. Off to another great start this year. 41-2. Her only losses to Chris at Delray and Hanna Mandlikova indoors earlier.
And a current streak of 23 match wins. Of course, she holds the record, 74 straight last year.
So that means 46 straight sets without a loss since she adorned those glasses.
I think I better go get a pair.
Chris Evert Lloyd going for a record 6th French championship.
Premier set, service, Madame Evert Lloyd. Play. Un peu de silence, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
Crowd settling down. The wind could well be a factor. Unpredictable, and when it blows, it gusts strongly. Martina. She has overwhelmed the women's game in the last 3.5 years. You can count all her losses on 2 hands. Over 300 matches since January '82. Martina has been beaten but 8 times. Wide.
0-30.
Love 30.
I ran into Mats Wilander just before the match began, and he said, this is Chrissy's kind of conditions as it was mine against John McEnroe yesterday.
Good play made by Chris. That ball was skidding off the line, and a perfect lob. 15-30.
And she grew up in windy conditions in Fort Lauderdale on the ocean, on clay.
One of the greatest clay artists ever. 13 years as a pro, she's lost only 11 times on a clay surface court. Double break point right off the bat for Martina Navratilova.
15-40.
Martina getting right into it, approaching, and she can stretch. Hey, look who's up there.
And a nice stretch volley for Chris. Had erases one break chance.
30-40.
I think she realizes that she's going to have to do more than just play baseline against Martina.
30-40. Oh, my. That's quite a recovery from 15-40 to deuce.
Égalité.
Well, the first game is important, so important. Chrissy, who's been battered in recent matches against Martina, doesn't want to start off with a break of serve. Now look at her, following her backhand to the net, and she has the point.
It's long.
Avantage.
Advantage
Madame Evert Lloyd.
for Chris. Well, to show you how these two women have dominated the big championships, this will be the 14th straight time that either Navratilova or Evert Lloyd has won a Grand Slam championship. Have to go all the way back to 1981, the U.S. Open. Tracy Austin was the outsider to win to break this monopoly. It's wide. Chris Evert Lloyd survives. Couple of break chances for Martina, but Chris takes the early lead.
Madame Evert Lloyd, un jeu.
Chris Evert Lloyd, a scare. Couple of break chances for Navratilova, but Chris holds to open this match. She goes for a record 6th French Open championship. Martina, who won last year, is looking for her 3rd title and a chance at a rare triple. That hasn't been done since Margaret Court back in '64. The singles, doubles, and mixed. She's in the finals of all 3. Navratilova to serve.
Playing doubles with Pam Shriver, mixed doubles with the Swiss, Heinz Guntard.
Zero.
You can hear those shutters at courtside. I see Carol Newsom down there, Russo Adamo, John Russell, Steve Zerley, a lot of American photographers.
Hmm. 15 all.
15.
Wide. Good hustle get by Martina to keep the point alive, and that lob apparently an expression of some early strategy by Chris. Astigmatism and some nearsightedness, nothing serious, but Martina feels that the glasses have helped, and How can you argue with a record?
After losing in the National Indoor, Princeton, New Jersey, to Hanna Mandlikova, and the final set of that match at Love, she ran to the optometrist. Oh, net court.
And it's wide.
40-30.
40-30. 40-30. It's a $1 million experience for Martina last year when she won here. 4 Grand Slams in a row. It's wide.
She didn't really move in very well on that. It was a bit casual.
Égalité.
Martina went on to win 6 consecutive Grand Slams before Chris took the Australian Open last December. Right in the corner. So a break point for Chris Evert Lloyd.
Avantage. Madame Evert Lloyd.
She's got it. An early break for Chris Evert Lloyd. She leads in the first set 2-love.
Zéro, 15.
Quel coup! Pleine possession de ses moyens, Chris Evert Lloyd.
Bonne volée pourtant là de Martina.
On va observer la position très avancée de Martina Navratilova, même sur le premier service de Madame Lloyd. Elle est à l'intérieur de la ligne de fond de cours pour jouer la balle très tôt et montante.
Souvenez-vous, il y a un an, Martina Navratilova avait beaucoup usé de l'amorti face à Chris Evert Lloyd.
Égalité. Avantage, Madame Evert Lloyd.
Trois jeux à 0 pour Chris Evert Lloyd. 15 minutes de jeu.
Chris se joue manifestement avec plus de sécurité, car les fautes de Martina ne sont pas des fautes importantes. Elles vont soit dans la bande du filet, soit à 10-15 cm dehors. Nous le répétons, les conditions climatologiques, en particulier le vent, gênent la précision de la joueuse. Et Chris Evert Lloyd en profite pour l'instant, en jouant avec plus de sécurité et un peu plus à l'intérieur des lignes, et en même temps plus nettement au-dessus de la bande du filet.
Ajoutons que Chris Evert Lloyd joue beaucoup plus le revers de son adversaire que le coup droit, afin de ne pas trop inviter la championne du monde à venir au filet.
Qui aura intérêt, comme elle l'a fait pendant ce troisième jeu, à l'échange en tous les cas, à se servir davantage de son revers frappé, légèrement lifté, de manière à ce que Chris ne puisse pas trop allonger sa propre balle. Et pour ensuite, au cas où celle-ci raccourcit de trop, venir au filet, ce qui est son habitude.
Asseyez-vous, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Second service. Zéro. Quinze.
Et ce bras gauche de Martina Navratilova, très puissant.
Sur la ligne.
En tas. Quarante, 30. Second service. Mademoiselle Navratilova, Madame Evert Lloyd mène 3 jeux à 1, premier set.
Un peu chanceuse Martina, mais cette amortie était néanmoins très bien jouée. Elle n'a pu être atteinte qu'à bout de bras.
Alors que nous voyons ici le jeu de jambes très précis de Chris Evert Lloyd. Toujours sur la pointe des pieds. Elle les réussit merveilleusement, Martina Navratilova, ses amortis.
15,
Et quelle présence d'esprit, car elle se rend compte que son attaque coupée de revers ne met pas suffisamment son adversaire en difficulté, moyennant quoi elle use de l'amorti. Et c'est très bien vu puisque le vent la lui favorise.
Second service. Égalité. Avantage, mademoiselle Navratilova.
Monter à contre-temps de Martina Navratilova, c'est-à-dire monter dans le dos de l'adversaire. Chris Evert Lloyd, ne se méfiant pas, a joué un coup normal en longueur. Et c'est sans problème et par surprise que Martina Navratilova est venue poser sa volée de coup droit, refaisant son service de retard et n'étant plus menée maintenant que par 3-2. Nous revoyons ce point au ralenti.
Voilà, Martina va jouer une balle très longue, haute et liftée sur le prochain coup droit. Elle va attendre que Chris Evert Lloyd ne la voit pas. Et la voilà qui se précipite. Du grand art.
26 minutes de jeu entre ces deux joueuses. 3-2 pour Chris Evert Lloyd, qui menait il y a un instant 3-0. Lloyd a plus de facilité à réussir ses passing shots. Toujours est-il qu'il nous faudra attendre encore un peu pour bien sentir le dénouement de cette rencontre.
Ça joue très bien, Hervé.
Voilà, revers coupé, qui avec le vent n'avance pas comme à l'habitude. Et passing shot, imparable court croisé de Chris Evert.
Il faut une maîtrise exceptionnelle de la part de Martina pour réussir ce smash, qui d'ailleurs est donné faute pour l'instant, si je comprends bien.
Ouais, enfin personnellement je l'ai vu sur la ligne.
Oui.
La balle est faute.
Nous revoyons au ralenti. Ah.
La balle est faute.
Avec quelle facilité Martina Navratilova se détend, monte sur cette balle.
S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît.
Ah, Martina a franchi le filet, elle n'en a pas le droit. Le règlement le lui interdit et c'est ce que lui rappelle Muriel de Cugis, l'arbitre de cette rencontre. Voilà, elle est appelée par Muriel de Cugis.
She did not show me the ball mark. I hit the ball. There is...
Et Madame de Cugis est en train de dire à Martina Navratilova qu'elle a vu la balle faute. 0-30.
0-30.
Quel caractère.
30-40.
D'autant que ce revers coupé dont nous parlions flotte un petit peu dans le vent lorsqu'il ne passe pas suffisamment à ras du filet.
Égalité. Avantage, mademoiselle Navratilova. Égalité. Avantage, mademoiselle Navratilova. Second set. Égalité.
Et en gros plan, Danielle Bombardier, spectatrice attentive de cette rencontre, elle qui fit partie des personnages de Roland Garros et qui s'est occupée avec beaucoup de gentillesse des billets autrefois.
Avantage, mademoiselle Navratilova.
Les risques pris sont plus importants maintenant car le premier set est en train de se jouer. Et Martina le sent fort bien. Elle voulait gagner ce service de manière à recoller au score.
Mademoiselle Navratilova.
3 partout dans cette première manche.
3 jeux partout. Premier set.
Et 34 minutes de jeu.
Next. Premier service. Zéro, 15.
net que Chris s'est donné comme consigne de jouer très long ces deux balles de service de manière à ce que Martina ne puisse pas l'agresser au filet. Car celle-ci est nettement à l'intérieur de la ligne de fond de court, ce qui donne une idée de sa volonté.
30-15.
Non, elle a décidé beaucoup trop tard sa montée à contre-temps, Martina Navratilova. Et elle commet la faute sur cette demi-volée de coup droit. Chris Evert Lloyd menant 4 jeux à 3 dans le premier set, en servant bien au cours de ce jeu, ce qu'elle n'avait pas réussi tout à fait à faire au cours de son service précédent.
Je pense là, Hervé, à toutes ces dames et toutes ces demoiselles, toutes les jeunes filles qui regardent ce match, et les hommes aussi d'ailleurs, qui prennent une merveilleuse leçon à la fois de technique, une leçon de courage et de tactique de jeu, car chaque balle est jouée avec une intention précise, ça se sent.
Et si les gens peuvent isoler quelque peu l'image et regarder la précision du jeu de jambes de Chris Evert Lloyd, c'est une pure merveille sur un court de tennis.
10 mètres près, ce qui quelquefois manque aux joueurs qui sont élevés sur la terre battue. Bravo Chris, qui n'hésite pas à monter au filet quand il le faut.
Elle se méfie en tous les cas de l'amorti de Martina. Hé
0-30.
Formidable. Un échange que nous souhaitons revoir au ralenti immédiatement. La course formidable de Martina Navratilova.
15-40.
Et Chris Evert Lloyd n'avait pas beaucoup d'autres solutions que de lever cette balle et très intelligemment un passe au-dessus. Car elle jouait en dessous de la bande du filet, ce qui la mettait éventuellement en position d'erreur.
Eh bien non, et break réussi par Chris Evert Lloyd dans cette première manche. Elle mène 5 jeux à 3.
Jeu, balle à Evert Lloyd. Qui mène 5 jeux à 3. S'il vous plaît, un peu de silence. Zéro. Quinze.